What if your life could change because of one decision you make today? Not tomorrow. Not next month. Not when you become more confident. Not when you have more money. Not when everything becomes perfect. Today. Most people don't fail because they are not talented. They fail because they keep waiting. They wait for motivation. They wait for the right opportunity. They wait for someone to believe in them. They wait until they feel ready. And while they wait, time keeps moving. One day becomes another. 1 year becomes another. And eventually, they look back and realize they spent too much of their life saying, "I'll start tomorrow." But tomorrow always becomes today. And today is the only day you actually have. So if you're listening to this right now, take a deep breath and understand this. Your life does not have to stay the way it is. You can change. You can grow. You can start again. And you can begin with one small step. 1. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. There will never be a perfect moment to begin. There will always be problems. There will always be fear. There will always be uncertainty. You may not have enough experience. You may not have enough money. You may not have enough confidence. But you don't need everything to begin. You only need enough courage to take the first step. Think about a person climbing a mountain. They don't reach the top with one giant jump. They take one step. Then another. Then another. That's how progress works. You don't need to change your entire life today. Just change what you do today. Read a few pages. Exercise for 10 minutes. Learn a new skill. Work on your goal for 30 minutes. Turn off your phone. Wake up a little earlier. Make one better decision. Small actions may look insignificant today, but repeated actions create powerful results. Never underestimate the power of a small beginning. 2. Your future is being built right now. Your future is not created someday. It is being created right now. Every decision you make is shaping the person you are becoming. When you choose discipline, you become more disciplined. When you choose learning, you become more knowledgeable. When you choose exercise, you become stronger. When you choose excuses, you become better at making excuses. Your habits are silently building your future. That's why you need to pay attention to what you repeatedly do. You don't become successful because of one great day. You become successful because of many ordinary days used wisely. One good decision repeated hundreds of times can completely change your life. So ask yourself, what am I doing every day? Because your daily routine may be showing you exactly where your life is heading. 3. Stop comparing yourself. One of the biggest distractions in life is comparison. You look at someone else's success and think you're behind. Someone has more money. Someone has a better body. Someone has more followers. Someone has a bigger house. Someone seems happier. But remember, you are seeing their results, not their entire journey. You don't know their struggles. You don't know their failures. You don't know how many years they worked before anyone noticed. Your journey is different. Your starting point is different. Your circumstances are different. So stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Your real competition is not another person. Your real competition is the person you were yesterday. Ask yourself, am I becoming better than I was yesterday? If the answer is yes, keep going. Even if the progress is small. 1% better is still better. 4. Discipline will save you when motivation disappears. Motivation feels amazing. But motivation doesn't stay forever. Some days you will feel inspired. Other days you won't want to do anything. That's normal. Successful people aren't motivated every day. They have simply learned to act even when motivation disappears. That's called discipline. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. You don't study because you always feel excited. You study because your future matters. You don't exercise because you always feel motivated. You exercise because your health matters. You don't work on your dream because every day is easy. You work because your dream matters. Remember. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you moving. So don't wait to feel ready. Make a decision. And keep your promise to yourself. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your confidence grows. 5. Don't be afraid of bad days. You will have bad days. You will fail. You will make mistakes. You will feel tired. You will sometimes question yourself. That doesn't mean you're losing. It means you're human. Never allow one bad day to become a bad week. Never allow one failure to become an identity. You simply failed at something. As a person. Learn from it. Adjust your strategy. Try again. Sometimes the strongest people aren't those who never fall. They are the people who keep getting back up. So when life knocks you down, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What can I learn from this?" That question can turn pain into wisdom. 6. Protect your attention. Your attention is one of the most valuable things you have. And every day, distractions are fighting for it. Social media. Notifications. Entertainment. Arguments. Other people's opinions. Endless scrolling. If you don't control your attention, someone else will. You cannot build a great future while constantly being distracted by everything happening around you. You don't need to delete every app. You don't need to work 24 hours a day. You simply need to become more intentional. When it's time to work, work. When it's time to study, study. When it's time to rest, rest. Put the phone away when necessary. Give your important goals your full attention. Because where your attention goes, your life follows. 7. Take responsibility for your life. At some point, you have to stop waiting for someone to save you. People can help you. People can support you. People can guide you. But nobody can live your life for you. You have to make the decision. You have to take the step. You have to build the discipline. You have to take responsibility. This doesn't mean you control everything. You don't. You cannot control the past. You cannot control other people's actions. You cannot control every situation. But you can control your response. You can control what you do next. And sometimes, that is enough. Maybe you made mistakes in the past. Maybe you wasted time. Maybe you lost an opportunity. You cannot change yesterday. But you can stop wasting tomorrow. Your past may explain where you are. It does not have to decide where you go. 8. Believe before you see the results. There will be a period when you're working hard but seeing very little progress. This is where many people quit. They think, "It's not working." But remember the seed. When you plant a seed, you don't see a tree immediately. Growth begins underneath the surface. Your progress can be the same. The hours you spend learning are changing your mind. The workouts you complete are strengthening your body. The discipline you practice is strengthening your character. The effort may be invisible today. But invisible does not mean useless. Keep going. Keep learning. Keep improving. Your results may take longer than you expected. That's okay. Don't quit simply because progress is slow. 9. Take yourself seriously. If you have a dream, take it seriously. You don't need everyone to understand it. You don't need everyone to support you. You don't need applause. Work when nobody is watching. Study when nobody is praising you. Exercise when nobody cares. Build when nobody believes. Because eventually, private discipline creates public results. Stop spending so much time explaining what you're going to do. Start doing it. You don't need to announce every goal. Sometimes silence is powerful. Let your actions speak. Let your consistency speak. Let your results speak. 10. Take one step today. Maybe your goal feels too big. Maybe you look at where you are and think, how will I ever get there? Don't focus on the entire journey. Focus on the next step. If you want to write a book, write one page. If you want to become healthier, take a walk. If you want to learn, study one lesson. If you want a better career, learn one useful skill. If you want to change your life, change one habit. You don't need to solve everything today. You just need to move forward. One step. Then another. Then another. And one day, you'll look back and realize, those small steps changed everything. Final message. So now I want you to remember something. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to have unlimited confidence. You don't need to have the perfect circumstances. You simply need to begin. If you have been waiting for a sign, this is your sign. If you've been waiting for permission, give yourself permission. If you've been waiting for motivation, start without it. If you've been afraid of failure, fail forward and learn. If you've been comparing yourself, come back to your own journey. And if you've fallen before, stand up again. Your story is not finished. Your past is not your final chapter. Your mistakes are not your identity. Your current situation is not your permanent destination. You still have time. You still have choices. You still have potential. And you still have another step to take. So don't promise yourself that you'll change your entire life tomorrow. Make a smaller promise. Promise yourself that you will do one thing today that moves you close.